I feel like it's been a while.
It's weird being in front of a camera, not just talking on a podcast.
It's different, I imagine. Yeah.
It is different.
Hi, everybody.
Go listen to this From the Shelf podcast on Spotify and any other spot.
Links below.
Yes.
But it's been a while. We're very behind on this, and I want to get all these done before Tekken 8 comes out.
Yeah, oh god, I'm so hyped for it.
So, next up is Tekken 3, which was actually the first Tekken I ever played.
Same?
Like
that goes without saying, but my favorite Tekken.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because my favorite character becomes the main character.
Yes, so we'll talk about the story here in a second. My grandparents actually just kind of bought this out of nowhere. Our
Blocking
grandparents.
me with the fucking game.
You don't need to see him. Tekken 3. Anyway, so our grandparents just kind of bought this for us randomly.
They just bought us random.
They would just buy us random games all the time.
We were so young, we didn't know what games we wanted.
And we were just like, okay, cool. And
here's a game.
There's a dude with a lightning fist, and I was like, okay,
That looks cool.
sure. But yeah, this was the first Tekken game I played. I had no idea what was going on. Now I sort of do, because Tekken's a really weird series to follow story-wise.
Is this series where there's a fighting bear?
There's a fighting bear, a tree, a kangaroo, a raptor. They don't have a lot of the weirder characters in this one.
Mokujin is introduced in this one. Alex and Roger are still in this.
Alex and Roger aren't in this.
They're not?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Kuma is.
Kuma and Panda are.
So, this game initially starts 15 years after Tekken 2. So nothing's really gone on. Kazuya's dead.
So we think.
No, he's dead.
Yeah.
No, he's actually dead. Anyway, so Kazuya's dead. And in between Tekken 2 and 3, Jun Kazama had a son. Jin Kazama, who was Kazuya's son.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah, so she raised...
Clearly this malevolent asshole and this nice girl...
They're
Tekken
like...
8 better explain how that shit happened.
They're like, oh, hey, boom, and then here's Jin, so...
They better explain how that happened, because it still makes no goddamn sense.
Jun has been training Jin as well as she could for the last 15 years, raising him. Relatively good mother, right?
They pretty much isolate themselves to the forest, and she teaches them Kazama-style karate.
And then this being named Ogre appears. Kills the original king. King's still in this game.
Bruce, I think, or so we think.
Bruce is out of commission, yeah.
Same as Lee.
Li Chao Lian's not in this game, is he?
Yep, he's not in this game.
Yeah, so he just starts taking people out. Kuma the bear passed away from old age, and his son is now Kuma in this game. But Ogre finds Jin and Jun, and Jun's like, go find Heihachi, get out of here.
Why would she send him to Heihachi? That is the worst possible person.
Because that's the only other relative.
I don't care.
He was like, if something ever happens, go find Heihachi.
That is the worst thing you could send him to.
So, Jin tries to fight Ogre, gets his ass kicked, and wakes up. Jun is just gone. The place is destroyed. So he's like, guess I'll go find Heihachi. So he goes and finds Heihachi, explains the situation. Heihachi's like, all right, I'll train you. So Heihachi trains her for the next 4 years. Jin becomes a pretty well-rounded martial artist. Probably not on Heihachi or Kazuya's level at this point, but he gets there. But during this time, he's also marked with the symbol by the Devil Gene. The Devil Gene finds him and brands itself onto him. We'll talk about that later. So with Jin's training complete and wanting to draw out Ogre, because Heihachi's a dick...
Well, here's the thing. Heihachi's the one that was looking, because Heihachi just wants more power. So
he wants to become immortal.
He pretty much unleashed Ogre.
Mm-hmm. So he holds the King of Iron Fist Tournament 3.
He's pretty much doing this just so he can get Ogre, so he can get something equivalent to the Devil Gene.
So during the tournament, Paul Phoenix beats Jin.
No.
Yes, he does, because he fights Ogre.
I don't think him and Jin fight, though.
No, they did.
Are you sure?
Because Paul got to the end. Paul technically won.
Paul may have gotten again. I don't know. Jin wins the Iron Fist Tournament 3.
We'll get there. So Paul beats Ogre and leaves because he thinks Ogre's dead, and he won.
I just think Ogre and Paul met, and Paul beat it.
Ogre's still alive, so Jin got reinstated. Just like what happened with Tekken 2, where Paul beat Heihachi and they couldn't make it, so Heihachi got sent back in. It's just stupid Tekken storyline telling.
Paul Phoenix can't catch a break.
So Jin,
And this is the last time actually Paul's.
after this, he's a comic relief character. But so Paul won, and then Ogre transformed into True Ogre, and Jin stepped back in and somehow beat him. Jin kills him.
It's probably he's probably enhanced from the
Devil Gene. So Jin kills him. You see his body dissolve. Like, Ogre's dead. And then he gets shot by the Tekken Force. And Heihachi shoots him in the head. Jin wakes back up, black wings, throws Heihachi through a wall, and flies away.
Also, I want to apologize to our viewers in case you can hear background noise.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
But Tekken 3 has a... That's basically it for the story. There's other new characters that are introduced, but aside from the Mishima members, nobody really matters in the storyline.
No, it's just more characters to play as.
But so, because Jin defeated Ogre, he's king, he's marked the winner of the tournament, and then realizes, oh, Heihachi, you're a dick, and then flies away.
How the hell does Heihachi survive that? He literally pushes him through a brick wall and then slams him down. I don't know how many feet that is.
I mean, Heihachi got knocked out by another devil being and thrown off a cliff, so Heihachi survived some ridiculous things before.
For real.
So Heihachi's just a beast.
Heihachi can't die, apparently.
Till he can.
Yes.
We'll get there later.
In 2 years.
So, it's the story's just about the same as Tekken 2. I mean, you have a much more likable protagonist this time because Jin's not a douchebag like the previous two.
Correct.
Because you had Kazuya, who was a scumbag. Heihachi was a prick. Now you have Jin, who's actually like a decent human being.
Yeah.
Probably because he was not raised by a Mishima.
Exactly.
But he's basically just the new... he's here to replace Kazuya.
Yes.
Basically. That's why he was created, and then they expand his story more. But for this game specifically, he was basically made just to replace Kazuya.
Yeah. Though his fighting style is a mixture of Mishima and Kazama.
And this one?
Yeah.
I swear...
There's hints of Kazama.
Oh, I swear in this one he's
style
basically just a Kazuya clone.
More or less, he is a Kazuya clone, but there's some stuff.
In Tekken 4, he gets his own... In Tekken 4, he gets his own style, but here he's mainly just a Kazuya.
In that game?
Turn Tekken 4 onward, he's basically his own character, but in this, he's basically just a Kazuya replacement.
Yeah.
But, that's it for the story. Graphics, big step up from Tekken 2.
Oh, yeah.
But it's one of the best looking games on the PS1. Hands down.
You think so?
Yeah. It's up there. Especially the CG.
CG cutscenes is great.
In game, it looks cool. PS1 was nothing amazing, but
Yeah, the 2D graphics are a lot better on the PlayStation.
I mean, Final Fantasy IX looks really good.
Well, yeah, Final Fantasy is like one of the last games released on it.
Yeah, exactly. But graphically, it's solid. The soundtrack's great. It's still imprinted.
It's my favorite Tekken soundtrack.
I don't know. I like Tekken tags.
I like Tekken tags too, but
Like the character select music is still stuck in my head. It lives there rent free.
yeah, they went heavy on the rock music for this one.
Now the fighting system isn't as big of an improvement on 2 as 2 is on 1, but it still does feel better.
Yeah, just a better fighting system.
Combos are easier to flow through. Grabs are easier to do. The arcade mode isn't as punishing as 1 was. Ogre is kind of a lame boss, though. I'm not gonna lie.
He's pretty easy to beat.
I much prefer Devil to Ogre and True Ogre. That's just me. But the roster is a bunch of new characters with some returning. King is a new character. It's technically a different King.
Yeah.
Because this was one of the orphans that he was watching. The original King was watching or taking care of. And when King got killed, he was like, I'm going to take the mantle. But then he was trained by Armor King. Ling Xiaoyu, who is Jin's classmate. I think Wang's granddaughter?
Yes.
Kuma is a different Kuma. Because it's Kuma's son. But if you press X on him, you become Panda. So, there's two characters. Panda's Xiaoyu's pet. Kuma is Heihachi's pet. And Kuma wants to bone Panda. Desperately. Gun Jack is the new version of Jack. You have Nina and Anna still.
Yeah.
Lei Wulong is back. Eddie Gordo's a new character who is looking for Kazuya because Kazuya killed his parents.
Yeah.
Even though Kazuya's been dead for 19 years. Anyway. Yeah, what can you do, right?
Mokujin.
Who is... he's a tree. He's a sentient tree.
Mokujin's weird.
And he doesn't even have his own fighting...
Really bring him back.
He's in Tekken 5.
Yeah, that was it, though.
He's in Tekken 6. And
he?
7. He's in every game since 5.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
But he's weird because he doesn't do his own fighting style. He copies everybody else's.
And apparently they're forgettable because I don't even remember seeing him in those rosters.
He's in all of them. Brian Fury, who is a cyborg who is evil as fuck.
I hate Brian Fury.
He might be more evil than Kazuya. He's an evil bastard.
He's a sadist, isn't he?
Also, this is the best Yoshimitsu design. Hands down.
Best Yoshimitsu.
By far. I don't think Ganryu's in this game.
No.
A lot of the weirder characters
is
are.
Is it Julia in this game? Or?
Julia Chang, yes.
Yeah.
So Julia is Michelle Chang's daughter, and she basically replaces her mom from this point forward. Forest Law is in here instead of Martial Law. So
don't get used to him.
Yeah, for some reason they bring him in here and never use him again until Tekken Tag Tournament 2. So it's weird. Why they introduce a new law just to replace it with martial law?
Again, right?
But, I mean, I guess people like martial law better.
They're the same.
They're the literal same thing. But let's just bring back martial law, I guess. Okay, fine. Paul Phoenix is in here, of course, because he's a Tekken staple.
Yes.
He's one of the only characters in every game.
I mean, Yoshimitsu.
And Nina. And Heihachi. Maybe Tekken...
Anna?
No, Anna wasn't in Tekken 4, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, maybe right. What about Kuma?
Well, it was two different Kumas.
Oh, sure.
Kuma, and then different Kuma. And same with King, New King. So technically those guys haven't been in every game either.
Okay.
So, but there has been a King and a Kuma in every game.
Yep.
Not
Armor King's in this game, right?
No.
Okay.
Not a Kuma from Street Fighter. That's not till Tekken 7. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Is that the whole roster? Ogre, True Ogre, you can play as them.
Dr. Baskanovich.
Oh yeah, there are two secret characters. We'll get to that. And Heihachi, of course, is playable. So after you beat the arcade mode as unlock every character and beat the game as True Ogre, you unlock Tekken Ball mode, which is basically a volleyball mode. And you can play as this little dinosaur named Gon. I think he's an actual character.
He's like from a manga or something.
Okay. He's a little dinosaur. He sucks. And then you can unlock Dr. Baskanovich, who also sucks. But you have to play through the Tekken Force mode to unlock it.
Tekken Force mode sucks.
It's terrible. I hate beat 'em ups like this as mini games and fighting games like.
Yeah, they don't handle well.
Oh, like Conquest mode in Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Oh.
This is better than Conquest mode because you can beat it in 5 minutes.
Wait, which Conquest mode?
Any of. This only lasts like 10, 20 minutes. Like, you can beat it really fast. Yes, exactly. But that's really it for this one. This was my favorite Tekken game.
It's my favorite Tekken.
I wouldn't say by a long shot, because I really like Tekken 2 and 5 also.
Yeah.
But this is probably my favorite one. I don't know if that's because of nostalgia or just the gameplay feels the best. I don't know. Might be a combination of the two. This is most people's favorite Tekken game. I think it's the best-selling one.
I also like just the art design of it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very 90s.
You know, this is a fantastic game, and most people say it's one of the best games of all time. I agree with them.
Yeah.
One last thing, because I don't want to dedicate a whole video to this one because there's no story to it.
Yeah.
Not too long in between this and 4, we did get Tekken Tag Tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Which was
so many memories.
Which was a launch title for the PlayStation 2. Basically, this was just...
you could just see the difference in graphics.
Oh, this was insane. This basically had every character up to that point. There's no story to this. It's not canon. But you could play as literally everyone. Because I played this before 1 and 2, this is how I found out about, like... Kazuya, Devil, Bruce... Kunimitsu. Who was the other guy? Bragg or something?
Who?
There was another kickboxer. I can't remember his name. Who trained Halrang?
Oh.
Oh, Halrang's in this game too.
Yes, hold on.
His master. I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
Beck, yes. This is how I learned about all those characters because I never played 1 and 2. I jumped right into this. So I was like, oh.
And what's funny is even in this, they were building up what the story was going to be with Jin and Kazuya.
Yeah, which
subtle hints of what was to come.
Yeah. But they really heavily promoted Kazuya for this one.
Yeah, Kazuya's back.
Because I guess he was still considered the main character at the time.
Pwah! Is back.
Graphically, huge step up from Tekken 2. It really shows...
Tekken 3.
Well, yeah. But it really showed you what the PS2 was going to be capable of.
Oh, yeah. It was a great showcase.
But aside from that, Tekken Tag, it's a really fun game. It's just Tekken with 2 people. There is one thing, though. The boss character has been a mystery for years.
Except it was obvious.
It was obvious, but why? The boss character's name is Unknown, who is the version of Jun Kazama possessed by a wolf demon. Why is she here?
Because Tekken.
Exactly.
We need a new boss character.
But Jun's never been officially labeled as dead, so he's been labeled as missing.
But Tekken Tag's not canon. So.
No, it's not canon, but it's just like, huh? But anyway, that's it for Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag Tournament. So next up on our Tekken list will be Tekken 4.
Yeah.
So, we'll see you guys for that one. Hopefully we'll get it done before Tekken 8 comes out, which is next year. So we got...
By the time we get Tekken 8, it'll be in 2 years, so...
Yeah, exactly. Until that, take it easy, guys.
See you.